Gillie was publicly.
Nah, you gotta start. You gotta start
Yeah,
with
you got to
the
start with Cam
start.
Newton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
with Cam Newton.
saying. So
Damn.
I
All right,
don't know
bring it
those.
all the way back to.
You guys got to
bring
tell
it all the way
me.
back to
Yeah,
Cam.
right. You bring it.
Go ahead.
So Cam Newton did like a list of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league, and he didn't
Recently.
include Jalen Hurts, who is a very
Yeah.
similar, comparable quarterback to himself. And a lot of people recognize that as like being a little bit of like hater shit to like not give him props. He won the Super Bowl. So basically, there's been a crazy debate on the internet the last couple weeks between Cam and Jalen Hurts, and all the people that have been supporting like one side are
Chill out,
supporting
Mark.
one side. All the people that supporting the other side supporting the other side. So Gillie's obviously like the main supporter on the internet. Like as far as like platform goes, he's gonna support Philly in everything. He got one of the biggest podcasts in the world, so he had been throwing shots at Cam. And then Cam came after him about a whole bunch of shit. It was actually kind of crazy. I don't know. Do y'all have any? Do you have any of the
Yeah,
clips, bro?
I
of,
don't have the
like-
Cam clips. I only have the last clip. The only clip I have is the Gillie with the message to Cam at his birthday party.
And
So
didn't that cause?
The Cam clip is crazy though.
So what's the
But
Cam
didn't
clip?
that cause?
Let me look for it.
Yo, knee deep in Kachupa is crazy.
It's hilarious.
Where?
But
All
hold on,
right, so let me find the Cam clip.
Didn't that start this whole Gillie and
All right,
hold on?
find the Cam clip. I'm gonna get ice.
Cam versus
what's
Gillie.
his name? What's y'all man's name that was boxing the those twins? What's his name?
Charleston White.
Yeah, Charleston White and Gillie. Is that what caused for them two to
Cam
start
Newton
going
fired
at
back
again?
at Gillie on Wild. Anyone the king of Philly this? He says.
Y'all seen that?
rap.
Y'all seen that clip?
No.
So basically, Cam said Jalen is not. So basically, Cam went to in his defense because people were flaming Cam because he didn't win the Super Bowl and he didn't dive on the ball and all the shit that they talk about Cam. He said he made a whole segment on his podcast about the things that he accomplished that Jalen Hurts hasn't accomplished. And then Gillie came out and said, like, you're a cornball, like you're corny, nobody fucks with you type shit. And then Cam Newton came back and said, like, yo, you're like your music career was trash. Like he started clowning him for like his music. It was musically like he was clowning him for his songs, which obviously like we know Gillie wasn't like a wildly popular like solo artist, bro. Like I don't think anybody can name more than 3 Gillie songs, bro.
We know that.
I can only name 1 Gillie song, to be honest.
I can name an album, but I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, but he's
right
a
now.
super successful podcast though, so like that doesn't.
So super successful podcast. So then that's like how like that. It's just been back and forth about. But I'm telling you, on the internet, the Cam and Jalen Hurts like discourse right now is crazy because they throwing up like statistics comparing the two of them, like how they played, like Jalen Hurts' accuracy, and then like the fact that they said Cam carried a team that wasn't good, and then they
Cam is better than Jalen Hurts.
They pulled up the All Pros from the year that Cam won MVP and went to the Super Bowl, and he had the most All Pros on his team, like in history. So like it was like, and they were 15-1. There was a whole bunch of shit, but like so Cam was nice. Cam was nice, and at Cam at his peak was better than Jalen Hurts at his peak so far. Like I don't think there's any argument with that. Like Cam's MVP season was better than any singular season that Jalen Hurts has had so far.
He's a fucking monster. That
they're not far enough off where like the way that.
But isn't it too early for Jalen Hurts though? Like.
No, I don't think so. He already won the Super Bowl.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, he's still got time to grow though as a quarterback.
So like, I feel like it's part of like the whole thing. Like Jalen Hurts. So Cam Newton came into the game and he was expected to carry the team from the jump. Like Cam Newton, I think he was a #1 pick. He was a fucking monster in college. He was the definitive like best player like coming into the draft. Jalen Hurts path was different, and Jalen Hurts like overachieved compared to like what, like, you know what I mean? Like he got benched in the championship. He got benched in the championship at school, and Tua came in and got the dub. So he has a chip on his shoulder, but like the comparison is basically like pure skill, which Cam might have the edge on like pure skill versus being like a leader and like what you impact on the field. And a lot of people say that the leadership and impact on the field is better for Jalen versus Cam.
That.
So like you have so basically it's like if Cam never got a Super Bowl and the comparison was like the main part was they were saying Jalen's team is stacked and Cam had to carry his team. But then they kind of disproved that when they like the All Pro selections. Like Cam had a great defense.
I mean, are we really putting like a bunch of like
so it's preference
All Pros though? Because like
no, you can.
What are those guys? So there's a lot around shit like that because
two of them was on the line, bro.
What were those guys there the year before?
Yo, we got the clips.
How long were those?
I got one clip. We'll play it, but I just want to finish this conversation real quick.
You feel me though?
So
like,
are you guys?
So
are you guys all taking Cam over Hurts? Is that how we?
No.
That's not it. I'm saying at the peak, if you're talking about
at the peak, at the prime, who are you taking?
I'm taking Cam Newton because he's a fucking monster. Like he was a fucking monster.
Nah,
like you put Cam
wins
on
that game
team,
in Denver.
bro, you put
Denver?
Cam on a team with Saquon Barkley and those pieces and that defense and that running back. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like
I don't really.
But we don't gotta go into sports yet. We don't gotta go into sports yet. We don't go sports yet.
So football's a plug and play sport though. So it's a little bit.
But the main thing that we were talking about though, was
quarterback's not plug and play, bro.
Let's go to talk about that thing. But so this is the clip.
Saquon is the leader on
Cam ain't never had one of these. I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate you, Jalen.
This is when you get too wet. You gotta like tell you chill, bro.
Love you, Nick.
Well, the nigga bought him the thing though.
Jalen. Cam Newton never had one of these. I said Cam Newton never got one of these.
Back, Jack.
Thank you, Jalen. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Dom.
I don't condone niggas that never played sports or like at the same similar levels to niggas talking like this. That's my biggest thing.
So
all the time talk like this.
So that was
talking shit about him though.
But that was the whole Johnny Manziel situation. So Johnny Manziel said he responded and he said, hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. Boop, boop, boop. So he said, yo, Gillie, you may be the biggest fucking loser on the planet. Talking like you've fucking done anything on a football field. If I see you, just know I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. Trust.
You're not.
So that's lame. And then Johnny also followed up.
It's all kind of
look at the follow-up tweet. The follow-up tweet, he goes right to Barstool and says, set up the rough and rowdy. So he's already just trying to get some bread. Look at that shit. Look at can't wait for the response. Set up the rough and rowdy. He just wants money, bro, because he's broke, because he sniffed all his bread up, bro. Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
But the comments on that post is funny as shit because they were like, bro, you didn't even do anything in the NFL either.
Yeah, you didn't do shit either. I mean, he was one of the best quarterbacks in college.
Yeah, he was good in college though. He was pretty good in college.
Flex in the building. What up, Flex?
One of the most electric players to watch. Like that was, I remember when he was in college. That was you had to on Saturday, bro. You had to fucking plan your day around that shit if you really fuck with that college life, bro.
Yeah.
You plan your whole day around them Texas A&M games. So he got that, but he has like his story's crazy actually. Like his the people around him failed him, bro. He fucked up himself.
He failed himself, bro.
But no, he failed himself.
I don't buy that.
Accountability is key here, man.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Yeah, but the people around him enabled him crazy. It would have took if you had a couple of real people around you, they could have steered him in the right direction. There's been a million athletes that have been in the same situation.
How about you be the real person around you?
That's not how it works all the time. That's not how it always works, bro.
Yeah,
that's not how it always
sometimes
works,
niggas is soft. All right, we get it.
So yeah, exactly. But I'm saying like his career was derailed because he was a clown and he had a bunch of clowns around him. That was the problem.
But he was
because you want to be cool. Because you want to be cool. Because you want to be cool.
This shit happens
you don't
more than you
work.
think, bro. This shit.
You don't want. I know it happens.
Think.
But what's the excuse for the ones that don't do that? That take that opportunity and make the most of it. That don't surround themselves with fucking cornballs. What's the excuse there, nigga?
They don't get documentaries.
But so let's move on. Next.
Hey,